Hey, what's up everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Joe. This is the first part of a series on how to make a website. In this video, I'm going to try to help you choose a website platform because it can be a little overwhelming when you're a beginner and you're trying to create a website, but there's so many options that it just overloads you. Also, if you go on YouTube and search for how to make a website, many of the videos will show you how to make a website with WordPress, which in my opinion is not the best for beginners because it has a pretty steep learning curve. In my opinion, the best options for beginners are what is known as a website builder. Website builders will host a website for you, so you don't have to worry about any of the technical side of having a website. All you have to do is worry about making the website. They also have drag and drop website builders, which makes it really easy for anybody to make a website with no coding knowledge or any of that. So in this video, I'm going to compare website builders versus WordPress.org. I'm going to compare some of the pros and cons, and then I'm also going to walk you through signing up for Wix, Weebly, and Squarespace, and just give you a really quick walkthrough of what it's like to use each of those services and what it's like to use their website builders. And then I'm also going to walk you through signing up for website hosting, and then installing WordPress, and then walk you through very quickly using WordPress and making a page with WordPress, just to give you a little idea on what it's like to use each of these platforms. I highly recommend, after the video, signing up for each of the website builders. They all have trial accounts, and just playing around with it and to see which one works best for you, because each site is a little bit different. Each one has their pros and cons, and everyone's different. So just find the one that you think is best for you. So I created a little chart that compares the pros and cons of website builders versus WordPress.org. And when I talk about WordPress, I'm talking about WordPress.org. WordPress.org is where you can download the free open source version of WordPress, which requires you to have website hosting. And if you're not familiar with website hosting, all that is just a service that stores all your website files and allows people all over the world to access your website. So with WordPress, you have to get your own website hosting, so you have to sign up for that, and then you have to install WordPress, and then after you install WordPress, you have to continually maintain WordPress because they're constantly releasing new updates. So you have to maintain that. With the website builder, they handle all of the software, so you don't have to worry about any of the updating of the software. You can just focus on your website. So website builders, the top three website builders are Wix, Weebly, and Squarespace. So I recommend just sticking with those. Those are the biggest ones. There are many other ones, but these are the three most popular ones that I recommend. The cost is between $5 and $16 per month. I believe Wix has a $5 plan, Weebly has an $8 plan, and then Squarespace's lowest plan is at $16 per month. So the pros of a website builder are they're easy to use. It's very easy. They have drag and drop page builders where you can drag, certain widgets, like you want to drag an image or you can drag a video. You just drag it into your page. It's very easy. There's also no technical knowledge needed. So the website builder handles all of the website hosting and the software updates. And the third pro is the security. Because the website builder, they manage all the software, they can keep the software very tightly managed, and they don't have to work. There's going to be some security problems. There's always something with software, but the chances of having a security hole is very slim compared to WordPress, because WordPress, you have a lot of third-party software. You have the WordPress code, which is pretty secure, but then you have third-party software like the plugins and the themes, which are made by third-party developers of various degrees of skill. and there can be a lot more security holes. So the website builder has a high security. And then the cons of the website builder are there are less features. You can only do what the website builder will allow you. Compared to WordPress, you can probably find a plugin for just about almost anything you want. But if it doesn't exist, you can always create it yourself, or you can hire a developer to create it for you. And then to go along with that, the other con is less customization. So you can only do what the website builder will allow you. So WordPress.org, on the other hand, will require self-hosting. So you're going to have to do your own hosting. There are a couple alternatives to WordPress. There's Drupal and there's Joomla. So I have this link, W3 Text. They do surveys on web technology, and one of the surveys is, what is the most popular content management system? And as you'll see here, this is showing that 1 in 4 sites use WordPress. And then there's also Joomla and Drupal, which are other content management systems, which are basically just software that helps you make a website. And you'll see they have 3%, and then Drupal is about 2%. So there are a lot less people that use Joomla and Drupal. So when you're talking about self-hosting, the only software you're really considering is WordPress. That's the only one people really consider, because it's by far the best CMS for self-hosting a website. So also, I have this other link from WordPress showing some of the notable users. If you take a look, you'll see there's some huge companies. You have New York Times, CNN, Forbes, GM, UPS, eBay. So if you look at the list, there's a lot of big names that use WordPress. And it's for good reasons, because WordPress is very powerful and also very easy to use. Not as easy as a website builder, but for being so powerful, it is very easy to use. So the cost of using WordPress is you just have to pay for the web hosting. And that varies a lot depending on which web host you use. I recommend HostGator, and they cost about $10 a month for their cheapest plan. But if you look around, I'm sure you can find something cheaper with varying degrees of features. So it all depends on which web host you use. So the pros for WordPress.org are it's fully customizable. You can do whatever you want. If you can't find a plugin, and now if you're not familiar with plugins, a plugin is just a piece of software that you can download and add to WordPress that adds an additional feature to WordPress. For example, maybe you want to add a photo gallery. They have plugins, like tons of plugins for photo galleries. And you can find just about anything. If you can't find it, you can always pay a software developer to make that for you. And that leads me to the second pro of WordPress, which is there's a huge community. There are tons of people out there that are willing to help you with your WordPress problems for free. You just ask your question on the forums and people will respond. Now, if it's a more complicated issue, then in that case you might need a software developer, and since it's a huge community, there's tons of software developers that know WordPress, so you can always find a developer to solve your issue. And then the third pro is there are lots of themes and plugins. So there's a site called ThemeForest, which has a huge, which is a marketplace for premium WordPress themes. So as you'll see, these are all some of the most popular. Like you can see, this has almost 2,000 sales, and this is like the last week. So it's a very popular theme. Yeah, it says it's loved by 225,000 plus people. So it's probably been downloaded by more than 225,000 people. And if you click, so let me look at this Avada theme. You'll see with this theme, you can create all kinds of different layouts. So, for example, here's they have all these templates. You can create a photography site, a product page, a shop, a gym. So they provide all these things. It makes it really easy to create a really nice website. And that costs you $60, which might sound expensive, but considering it costs, you know, $1,000, maybe $5,000 or more to hire a web developer, a web designer to make a site for you, it's pretty cheap. So that's another benefit of WordPress. There's you know, thousands of different themes that you can pay for. There's also the WordPress theme directory, which has free WordPress themes. So if you go to the WordPress theme directory, you know, it says there's 2,222. I think there's probably more than that. It says 4,000. I'm not sure what the latest, so that's just the new ones, but there's thousands of WordPress themes. And if you look through here, you can probably find a theme for just about anything, and these are all free. So the themes for WordPress are there's just tons of them. And comparing that to a website builder, they only have so many. I think they have quite a few. I'm sure you can find something for just about anything, but just not as many as WordPress. And then WordPress also has the WordPress plugin directory, which has, for here it says 46,754 plugins, and you can find a plugin for just about anything. So let's see. So yeah, there's an SEO plugin to help you rank better in Google. They have this WooCommerce, which is really popular, which allows you to add a shopping cart to your website. What else? There's the super cache to make your site faster, a contact form. So you can find a plugin for just about anything. So that's the other pro, the third pro of WordPress. And then for the cons, one of the biggest cons I think for beginners is there's a steep learning curve compared to website builders. WordPress has a steep learning curve, but it's very powerful. So usually with things that are really powerful, there's going to be a steeper learning curve. And then another con is security. As I mentioned before, because of all the themes and plugins and those are created by different developers of different, varying levels of skill, you're going to have, security holes, and you're going to have bugs. And so security is definitely an issue of WordPress. So it requires more technical knowledge. So that's the third con. You need some technical knowledge to use WordPress, because WordPress is regularly making updates, so you need to update. And then the themes and the plugins need to update to go along with WordPress. And sometimes if the plugins and the theme and WordPress are not syncing together, you can have bugs, and then you got to figure that out. And sometimes you have to pay a developer. So WordPress does have a learning curve to it. So for that reason, I don't recommend WordPress to beginners. I always recommend the website builders. So those are the pros and cons of the website builders versus WordPress. So now I'm gonna just go walk through each of the website builders and just give you a quick walkthrough. I'm gonna go pretty fast just to kind of give you an idea, and I recommend after the video to sign up and do the trial yourself, because each of the website builders has a trial, and you can just give it a try and see which one you like best. So I'm going to start with Wix. My personal favorite is Wix. I think they have the best page builders. It's a really awesome page builder. It makes it really easy. As you're editing the site, you can edit it, and you can see exactly how it's going to look. It's really nice. So these are their pricing plans. You'll see the cheapest is $5 a month. But as you can see here, I'm not sure why it's cut off here, but it says this plan displays Wix, and I believe it's branding. So it will show that the site is made with Wix, which might be not be a problem for some people. But if it is a problem, you have to go to the next plan, which is $10 a month, which right here it says it removes Wix ads. It also comes with a domain, but a domain only costs depending, maybe $10, $12, depending on which site. I recommend namecheap.com if you want a a good domain registrar. I highly do not recommend GoDaddy. I used to use them, but they've screwed me over a few times. So I recommend namecheap.com. So this one comes with a domain, but domains aren't very expensive. But if you don't want the Wix branding, you'll probably need the $10 plan. And you can see the different things you get. You get the Site Booster app, and you get the Form Builder app. But I think for most people, you're not going to need a form builder if you just want a standard website, like a business website or a personal site. You should be fine with just the combo plan, and you can always upgrade later if you find you need something with one of the other plans. So I'm going to go to the home page, and let's click on the Start Now, and then I'm going to just sign up. Let's see, sign up over here, and sign up. And then the first thing they do is they ask you some questions about your site. So what kind of website do you want to create? I'm gonna go with a business site. You say, click the Get Started, and then there's two options. You can start with the Wix Editor, or you can start with the Wix ADI. And with the Wix ADI, it's kind of cool. It will, if you have a business, you put in your business information, and it will enter information in for you. Since I don't really have a business, an actual physical business, I'm just going to start with the Wix Editor. So click the Wix Editor, and then now you can look through all the templates. As you can see on the left side here, there's tons of different templates, which is really awesome because if you have say you're a veterinarian, you're a vet, they have different animal clinic sites. They're all pretty much, you just need to set which one you want, and then you edit the information to change it to your information, and you got a website pretty much. So let's see. So I'll just go with this vet site. So you have an animal clinic. So you just go, you can view it if you want to see what it looks like. Just get an idea. And all of their things look very professional. So this is actually what's called, it's just a one page, looks like. Just a one page website, everything's on one page. So I'm just gonna edit this site. I'm gonna go with this template, and then it goes through and does its stuff. So now you'll see here you have the preview of your site. So if you click on any of this stuff, you can edit the text right there, which I think is really nice because not all of the website, or not all of the page builders allow you to edit it in the page itself. So you could change this to hello customers, or whatever you like. And then so you can click and drag, you can make this bigger. And then you could change the font, maybe you want to make it a little bigger. Oh, I think I have to highlight it. Maybe you want to make it a little bigger. And then they got all kinds of options. Do little effects to it, make a little shadow. You can change the font. These are all kinds of stuff. And then I'm going to close it. And then you can drag it. Maybe you don't want it there. Maybe you just want it right here. You can just drag it over there. Put it right here. And then maybe you want to change this image. You don't like the cat image, and you have some other image you want to use. So they have some other images, or you can add your own image. So let me see. I'm going to upload an image from my images. Let's see. Pictures. I'll upload an image. And then I'm going to add it to the gallery. And then I'm going to select that. and then click done, and bam, you got the image right there. So what I would do for most I would just I would select a template and then one that you like and one that goes with what you want, and then you can just go through and you can edit different things. So like this is just text, so you can just double click on that and then you can change the text, or you double click on this and you change the text. But you also might want to add something. So on the left side here you'll see you can this add here, you can click add, and then this opens up a bunch of widgets. So you can add an image, or you can add an image gallery or slideshow, or they have buttons or boxes. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Widgets, you know, video, you can add music, blog, or a store. So you can add all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to add something just to give you an example. So let's see, I'll add a video. So, and that just adds it in there. And then you just drag it to wherever you want. That's when I really like the Wix page builder. It's just really easy to use. You can, I mean, it's kind of crazy how it does this. You can just add this video wherever you want, pretty much. I think it's pretty amazing actually, because with the other page builders, it's not, you can't put things exactly where you want it. So, and then down here you have a Google map, and so pretty much everything, every one of these little pieces, you click on it and you'll see something pops up. You know, edit text, or you click on here, edit, change address. So it's really easy. I really like the Wix Editor. It's really easy to change things. And then right here when you're done, you click preview and you can view what your site looks like. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look too great with my image. It looks better at first, but I'm just kind of doing this to give you an idea of what it's like to use Wix. So that's kind of an example of using Wix. Wix is my #1 website builder. I think it's the easiest one. So next I'm going to show you Weebly. So Weebly, here's their pricing plans. They have a free plan, but with the free plan it uses the weebly.com subdomain, so it'll be, you know, whatever.weebly.com, which doesn't look real professional. If you're gonna have, which is fine for just a personal site, but if you want to look more professional and you have a business, you're gonna need a domain. So for that, you're gonna want the starter, which is $8 a month, and that comes with a domain, which says it's $20 value, but domains really only cost about $10, $12, depending on which site you use. So you're probably going to want to use the starter. So let me now, I'm just going to go to the home page and sign up for a trial. So up in the right, I have a sign up, click on that, and then enter in your information. And sign up. And then they also have the same thing where they ask you what kind of store. So I'm just going to go with business again. And then, you know, they have different ones: online store, portfolio, personal. So I'm just going to go with business and then continue. And then what is the name of your business? Word. And continue. And then, just like Wix, they have a directory of themes. So yeah, you can scroll through, and they have a lot of nice ones. Wix has a lot of nice ones too. I think Wix might have a larger, they have a much larger collection of templates. So I'm just going to go with this first one. I think that's pretty nice. Preview it. It's a nice nice theme if you have a restaurant. So I'm just going to here click Start Editing, and then it does its thing. And then Weebly is also very similar. On the right side they have the preview. On the left you have, they call them elements, which are basically just widgets. You can add different things. So double click on this text and you can change it to whatever you want. Scroll down, you click on this image, so you click on there, or double click to edit it, and there's different options you'll see. You can edit the image. They got different effects you can add to it. You can crop it. Maybe you want to resize it. Do that. Or maybe you want to add a map or something. Let's see if they already have a map on here. Because if you have a business, a local business, it's really good to have a map showing where it is. See, so say, for an example, I'll just add a map. So right here they have a map. I'm just going to click it and then drag it. And you can only drag it to certain locations. See, that's one reason I like Wix, is you can pretty much drag the widgets anywhere you like. But with most page builders, you have to drag it into a certain area. So with Weebly, you probably could do is right here there's a section. So put that in down there. It's a new section, and then you would drag the map. Let's see if I can drag it. That's another thing about Wix, is you can pretty much drag. Oh, here we go. You can drag anything. So I think you gotta hold, you hold that and drag it. So there, we just added a map. So Weebly is also very easy. In my opinion, Wix is the easiest. It's very intuitive, but Weebly is also very good. So just double click on things. You can change the text to whatever you like. Double clicking this text. There's different options for changing the font. So Weebly is also very easy. So that's Weebly. Next, I'm going to show you Squarespace. Now, Squarespace is more expensive, and in my opinion, not as user-friendly. It doesn't feel as intuitive. So they only have 2 plans. Well, I guess they have 2 website plans, and then they have 2 online store plans. With the website plans, you can sell things, and same with Weebly and Wix. You can have a shopping cart. But I think if your primary business is selling things, you're probably going to want to get an online store. So they have the personal plan for $12. That's billed annually, or $16 if it's billed monthly. So Squarespace is definitely the most expensive. So I'm going to go to the home page and sign up for the trial plan. Get started. And then let's see. So I just want to get the website. I don't like the domain. So I guess select the website, and then so the first thing I guess for Squarespace is to select a template. So they have some different templates. I'm just gonna go through here and find one. Oh, this Bedford one is pretty nice, pretty popular one. I'm gonna select Bedford, and then I'm gonna click Start with Bedford. So I gotta fill in my information, and then sign up and create. And then Squarespace is similar. They also have you walk through a little wizard of what your site's about. So who is this site for? I'm gonna say my business. Next, and then the site content. They have different options. I'm just gonna go with professional service, and then go next. And then the third step is site goals. I'm just gonna skip this and get to the try to get to the editor in your site title. It's the name of your website, and then click done. So Squarespace also has a similar layout. On the right side you have the preview, and then on the left side you have some different options. I'm not sure what it is about Squarespace, but to me it doesn't feel as intuitive, and I have a little bit of trouble using it. It's not that bad though. So you can't just double click. Oh wait, let's see. I need to create a page. So usually, yeah, I think you have to hover over the text and then go edit. To edit demo, you must. Oh, I need to create a page first. So I'll just create, I guess. Okay, so now I have a little tutorial that walks you through it. So let's see now. Okay, so yeah, so with Squarespace, you just click on the text, and I guess you can just edit it there, and then save. So let's try that again. So yeah, you can't. No, we can't. You can, I guess. So you just double click, and then you can start editing text, and then save it. It doesn't, for some reason, doesn't feel as intuitive. I like how with Wix and Weebly, you kind of just click in the text, double click, and you can start typing. But this is kind of similar. You double, and then it brings in this different screen. Then you click save. So you scroll down. They have different blocks. Oop. So, and then you have to hover over and click edit content, and then you can edit the image. So you want to change this image, click edit. Click edit again. And then they have options to crop it, resize it, different things. Let's say I want to change the image. Not having much success figuring out how to do that. So yeah, it said Squarespace is just doesn't feel as intuitive to me. So if you want to edit the navigation, you just hover over up here, you go to edit, and then you can drag and change the order, or you want to change. So you want to change this banner, you hover over it and you click banner, and then the options appear. Maybe you want to add a video, change this to a video. So that's pretty cool. I recommend trying it out for yourself, but Squarespace is not the most intuitive in my opinion. So I recommend checking out Wix or Weebly. Also, check out Squarespace, and maybe you'll find it to be easier than I'm having right now. So that concludes the website builders. Next, I'm going to show you what's involved in setting up a website with WordPress. So with WordPress, the first thing you would need to do is get website hosting, which I recommend HostGator. So you just go to hostgator.com, and then I'm going to go to this web hosting, and I'm just going to go with the Hatching plan. It's their cheapest plan. I'm not going to sign up. I'm just going to walk you through what's involved. So you put my domain is great. See if it exists. You put in your domain, and then if it's green, that means it exists, or that means it's available. And scroll down, and then you would choose your plan. So just the month is $11 a month, and then you use your username, and you would enter in PIN. And then you would enter in your credit card billing information, your credit card number, and then choose additional services. You can uncheck all of those. I don't think you'll need any of those. And then scroll down, and then you check this box, and then check out now. And then if that's successful, you would get an email that has your control panel link. So you would click on the control panel. That would take you to your control panel. This is where you can install WordPress. So you'd log in, and then once you log in, you need to find quick install. So search for quick, and then you click this quick install, and then with a couple of clicks you can install WordPress. So it's really easy to install WordPress. Go here and then go to install WordPress, and then you'd have select your domain, and you'd fill this information out and click install WordPress, and then after like a minute or so, probably less than a minute, it would install, and it will give you, at the top you'll get a link, and then if you go to that link, it would take you to the WordPress login screen, and you'd log in. This is your dashboard, and this is the WordPress admin. So this is where you go to add pages and posts. So on the left side you have this menu. You have posts, which are your blog posts, and then you have pages, which are your pages like your about page and your contact us page. And then you have comments for people that comment on your blog posts. And there's some different things. Appearance. So if you go to themes, in here, in themes, you can choose your theme. So these are the themes I have installed right now. But if you go to add new, it will show you all of the themes from the WordPress theme directory. And if you like any of the themes, you just click install and then activate, and then boom, you have a new theme. Just like that. It's that easy. So those are themes, and then there's also plugins. So here, if you go down to plugins, and it'll show you all your plugins that you have installed, and then you go to add new. These are all of the themes from the WordPress plugin directory. So say there's a theme you want, you just click install now, and then you would activate it, and then you got that theme activated. So it's that easy to install and activate a plugin. So usually when you're in WordPress, you're going to be in the pages and posts pages a lot. So I'm going to show you how to create a new page. So go to pages, add new, and this is where WordPress can get a little overwhelming. Is to create a page in WordPress. This is the standard way to create a page. It's the default way. Is a visual, this is my page. You type text, and you create like a blog post. So it's mainly text, and you can add media. You want to add some images or a video. But if you want to create a web page like Weebly's, if you go to Weebly's, if you go to their home page, where they got this this video in the background and text, and a more complex page, you're going to need what's called a page builder, which is the same as Weebly, but it's built into, it's an add-on to WordPress. So I'm using this one called Elementor, which is a really awesome free page builder. So I have the Elementor plugin installed, and I'm just going to edit, and I'll show you Elementor, which is a drag and drop page builder, just like what Wix or Weebly has, but it's built in WordPress. So they have same as the other sites, other page builders. They have the preview on the right and the widgets on the left. So say you want an image, you just drag it over here. Bam, you got an image, and then over here you select the image you want. So I select the image, insert. Bam, you got an image. Let's see, maybe you want a heading, so you can drag it there. See over here, it's not as intuitive as Wix because you edit on the left side, not in the actual page itself. To me, it's more intuitive to edit in the page, but this you edit over here, so you change the text, whatever you like. So, or they also have, Elementor is really cool, and they have a template library. So very similar to Wix and Weebly, they have the templates, and you just find one you like and you insert, and you can see it. I inserted the template. It doesn't look too great because there's a sidebar, but hopefully with the theme, depending on the theme, you can hide the sidebar. So that's a little introduction on page builders using WordPress. So I'm gonna just get out of here. I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. So that's a little walkthrough of WordPress. I think as you can see, WordPress is not as intuitive, and there's a lot more options. Like I'm guessing you're probably overwhelmed by how many different options there are on the left side. There's a lot of different options. But because of those options, it's very powerful. So you can create very unique and customizable sites. You can create just about anything with WordPress, whereas with the site builders like Wix and Weebly and Squarespace, you can only create certain sites with what features they offer. But for 95% of the people, those sites, Wix and Weebly and Squarespace, those sites are exactly what people need. That's all they need. So I recommend people to do trials for Wix, Weebly, and Squarespace, and give those a shot and see which one you like best, and just choose the one choose the one that works best for you. And yeah, that's it. So that concludes this video. In the next video, I'm going to be creating a video on, if you decide to use WordPress, I'm going to have a video on how to sign up for HostGator and do the quick install, and how to build a website with WordPress. I'm going to show you how to do it with Elementor, and how you can get a site up really fast with their templates. I'm also going to have some videos on how to use Wix and Weebly, and how you can create a website with those sites. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, please post in the comments. I would love to get your comments, and I'll respond to those as soon as I can. Thank you very much.